You, the British people, will decide. At that moment, you will hold the country's destiny in your hands. This is a huge decision for our country, perhaps the biggest we will make in our lifetimes, and it will be the final decision. Mr. Cameron concluded, quote, "When the British people speak, their voice will be respected, not ignored. If we vote to leave, then we will leave. There will not be another negotiation, there will not be another referendum." Mr. Cameron could not have put it plainer than that. But he was lying to us then, and we're being lied to again now. The British people had seen to the heart of the problem and decided by a majority that they wanted to be governed by themselves and not from Brussels.
A thank you to UKIP. A thank you to Gerard Batten. A thank you to Nigel Farage. A thank you to everyone who fought, because many people, when I spoke to Gerard, 25 years of their lives dedicated to bringing us that referendum. They dedicated their lives, they worked tirelessly, and now they're being slandered and attacked. And even to the fear-mongering, the complete fear-mongering this week of violence at this demonstration, of riots, of thugs. And the reality is beautiful British people, the British public.
Look at this crowd. People of all ages, people from every economic background, health workers, teachers, servicemen. We have people here, brothers and sisters from the old Commonwealth, whose families came here generations ago. We have people here from the new Europe who have made this country their home. Every person here has one thing in common. They share the new consciousness which is emerging in the West. They share the new consciousness which is emerging in Europe, and it has nothing to do with loyalty to the European Union. The Global Compact for safe, orderly and regular migration. In case you hadn't heard, this declares migration to be a human right. It does not distinguish between legal and illegal immigration. It asks for a whole society approach to aid mass immigration. And here is the frightening bit. Governments will have to promote independent, objective and quality reporting and stop allocation of public funding or material support to media outlets that promote intolerance and other forms of discrimination towards migrants. The worry is that they are actually going to criminalise any criticism of mass migration.
Up until this vote, I didn't believe in democracy. I never thought they'd let us leave. I'm still not sure they will let us leave. But I never thought that vote would go that way. And what that wakes you up, and I had a lot of time to think even when I was in prison, we can't be on the outside, we have to be involved. And that's what this is about. Well, that's what this needs to be about. You've seen many people resigning, many people quitting. And I hope that they see there was basic fear-mongering, just like us leaving. Complete fear-mongering. And if the government believe that they can get away, I said, would they? That they can get away with ignoring the vote of 17.4 million people. What they need to know is that all of these people who have travelled here on a Sunday morning, 2 weeks before Christmas, these people are ready to campaign, they're ready to join, and they're ready to move to the streets whenever we ask them to.
If Parliament does not take Britain out of the European Union, it will be the biggest constitutional crisis since the English Civil War. In 1642, the King put himself in opposition to the Parliament. Parliament won and the King lost his head. If Parliament betrays Brexit, they will be putting themselves in opposition to the people.
Mrs May's government has committed us to full military union under the guise of security and includes all the armed services. That's tri-service plus security services, including the SAS, MI5 and MI6. This isn't a partnership like that of NATO. It's a single point of control of everything in our inventory, from boots to nukes. It will give Eastern European landlocked countries access to our navy. It will give non-nuclear countries access to our nuclear arsenal. At present, when our armed forces are reviewed, reformed or rearmed, the MOD and its associated branches take care of the detail. However, under military union, armed forces reviews will be open to scrutiny and final word from the European command structure. If you're thinking this will never happen, let me say, it already is. Unification exists between the UK and Germany, and the UK and France. Earlier this year, 3 para were on a joint EU exercise in Sarajevo, Bosnia-Herzegovina, displaying EU insignia on their uniforms, whilst a commanding officer saluted the EU flag, whilst the European anthem Ode to Joy was being played.
My message and UKIP's message to Parliament is clear and simple. Dump the deal. And take Britain out of the European Union now. Conducted on an entirely false basis, that we can only leave the European Union on the EU's terms. That is not true. I have said consistently for 25 years that the only way we'll leave is by means of unilateral and unconditional withdrawal. We must leave under our terms and not the European Union's. This is what a patriotic government and Parliament would have done, and it will never be too late to do it.
And again, do you know what? Every single one of you that have travelled it, I want to say a personal thank you to every one of you that make events like this possible, to all of the stewards, to the police. We thank the police today as well, because they've been great as well. So thank every one of you. Sunday morning, 2 weeks before Christmas, these people are ready to campaign they're ready to join, and they're ready to move to the streets whenever we ask them to.